Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today we are looking at your career and what shift is coming, what change is coming. Now this could be a change in your workplace, it could be a change in your job, what you do, it could be a change in your business. I've got 3 readings for you here, 3 cards. Group 1, your card is number 30 and it's Tick-Tock. I'll leave that there for a sec so you can get a good look. Pause the video if you want to look more closely. Group 2, you have card 18, Serendipity. In group 3, you have card number 23, Peace. Peace. So all you have to do is pick your group, pick your card, go down into the description box, click on the timestamp for the reading you want to watch, and it will take you straight there. If you're still with me right now, I want to mention you can book a personal reading, a private reading on my website at pinkttututarot.com. You can also subscribe to my free newsletter that offers exclusive content, tips, different information that will be helpful to you. You can always unsubscribe, but it is free and I think you'll enjoy it. Both of those are available on my website, or there are links down below in the description box. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the reading zone. Hey, group 1. Right, today we are looking at your career and what is shifting, what's changing. This could be about your job, your work, your workplace. Something is shifting, something is moving, changing. We're going to find out what it is. So your initial card here is Tick-Tock. I'll leave that there while we get some additional cards up for you. Your first card is the Fool. And then we have the Lovers. Seven of Wands. Page of Cups. Knight of Swords. And one more as an advice card for you. And the advice card is the Chariot. Okay, give me just a sec. I just want to take these cards in and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. Before I do, I also want to mention that if you would like a personal reading, something that's just about you and your situation, not a general reading such as this, you can check my website, pinkttututarot.com. There is a link down below. You can see what's available there. If nothing's available, just drop me a message and I'll add you to my wait list. I'm also launching a newsletter. So if you'd like to subscribe to the free newsletter, it will have exclusive content, tips, information. You can sign up on my website as well. And there is a link in the description box for that as well. All right. Thank you. And give me just a sec while I listen for some initial messages for you. They're telling me that you're going to be taking your job or your career or your work, they're saying new direction, but they're showing me that it's not a brand new direction. It's not a complete overhaul, complete change. But it's more, they're showing it to me more like a laser point in that where you might be right now, you might be doing several different things. You might be spreading yourself possibly very thin, doing different jobs, different activities, different projects. You might have your hands in lots of little pots, or perhaps you've been trying different things to try to figure out exactly what you want to do. But the change that's coming in is you're going to be taking all of that and you're going to be funneling it into one really profitable, really advantageous path. So, for example, and this is just the example they're giving me. It doesn't mean it's for you, but maybe it will help illustrate. For example, for somebody who might be working for an ad agency or a marketing company, and you're doing little bits of everything. You're doing copywriting, you're doing proofreading, you're doing creative design, you're doing project management. Maybe you're doing a little bit of everything. This is, again, just an example. The shift that's coming is that you're going to be taking all this experience that you've earned and gained, doing all of these different things, and it's going to somehow be compiled into one job where your expertise is going to be used to its highest benefit. And it should be a little more simple for you as well. You won't be so scattered. It feels like you are, it feels like it's time. It's time. You've paid your dues doing different things. You have, if you have your own business, perhaps you've been trying different angles, different avenues, trying to figure out what will work. Or even a side job, a side hustle you've been doing. If you've been trying to figure out, okay, what's working, and you're trying different things. In this time period ahead, and they're not giving me a specific time period, but it doesn't feel like it's more than about 3 months. You're going to be taking the information you've gained, the experience you've gained, the expertise you've gained, and you're going to be funneling it into the most profitable pinpoint you can, so that you're no longer doing a dozen different things. You're doing one thing that's very profitable, very beneficial, and you're doing it very, very well. And it somehow incorporates all of the knowledge and information that you've gained over however long you've been doing this. Okay. All right. So your initial card here is Tick-Tock. And they're telling me it's about time. It's about time. It's time now. You've put in your time. You've put in your dues. You've paid your dues. It's time now for you to make the most of your time. Interesting. They're giving me the word time over and over and over again. It's very important because I feel like many of you are spreading yourself very thin, or you're doing so many different things trying to figure out what you're best at, or where you shine, or where you can make the most money, or where you can move ahead the fastest. Or maybe you're just trying to gain lots of experience. But it's time now for you to take all these skills you've honed, all the experience you've gained, and channel it into one area that is going to make the biggest difference to your work, to your career. So you've probably noticed, hopefully you've noticed as you've been working, that some things work better than others, that maybe you are better at some things than others, that you get noticed or recognized for some things more than others. What this time period ahead is going to show you is how to take that knowledge you've gained and hone it so that you're doing what you do best and what others appreciate the most from you, so that you can grow from there. So your initial card here is the Fool, and this is you now, trying lots of different things, doing lots of different things, maybe experimenting, dipping your hand in lots of different pots, trying to figure out what works, or where you want to be, or what you want to do. It's the energy of a beginner, although you may not be a beginner at all, but it does have this testing, experimenting kind of energy to it. But where you're headed is the Lover's card, and this is a card of commitment. This is a card of focus. This is a card of choices, of choosing. So you may be trying lots of different things right now. You may be dabbling in different areas. You may be spread very thin, but throughout this upcoming time period, you're going to start making some decisions for yourself and start honing your work, your abilities, your time into a finer area, so that you're not spread so thin. You're not quite so scattered. Okay. So your first card here, the Seven of Wands, this shows you kind of as you are now, there's a lot coming at you. You're doing lots of things. You have a lot coming at you. But in the center of it all is you taking in the information, analyzing it, assessing it. Whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself, you know, you will know. If you don't know today, you will know where your star lies, right? Where do you shine? And you're going to find a way to incorporate all the information and the knowledge that you've gained into that spotlight so that you can move forward and grow in all the ways that you're meant to. But right now it's showing that you've got a lot coming at you. You're doing a lot of different things. You're spread thin. You may be scattering your energy in different areas, possibly on purpose, possibly not. It may be put on you by an employer, but that is going to change. That is going to change. So you move into this Page of Cups energy. This is you really focusing on what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what brings you success, what brings you what you need in your work, in your career, in your business, in your side hustle. It's coming from you, not from anyone else. It's coming from you. It's like a message from you to you of, this is really what I enjoy doing the most. This is really where I make the most money. This is where I get recognized the most at work. And it's a choice, it's a decision that starts to come in here with the Lover's card to fine tune your job, your career, your work in some way so that you're doing more of that and less of the other stuff. It might not mean that you won't be doing any of the other stuff. But you're going to find a way to fine tune things so that you are heavily focused on what you enjoy doing most, and the other stuff is just on the periphery. And once you make that decision, once you really start to feel that out, what feels right to you, you're focusing on what feels good, what makes you happiest, what brings you the most sense of achievement. Then you move into this Knight of Swords energy where you're off and running. You're going after what you want. You start putting all your energy, your focus, your intent on the area of your work, your job, your business, your side hustle. You start putting all of your energy and focus on the areas that you know are where you shine and the areas that make you feel the most fulfilled, feel the most successful, feel the happiest, parts you enjoy the most. You're actually going to find a way to be able to do more of that. And now you might be thinking right now, this is the part of my job I love the most. Going back to the ad agency example, I love doing the creative design. That's my favorite, but they won't let me do it. I'm too new. I'm a junior person, blah, blah, blah. They're never going to let me just do that. You're going to find a way. You're going to find a way. Once you tell yourself, this is what I want to do. This is where my passion lies. This is where I know I shine. You set that mental intent, that emotional intent, that energetic intent, and your motivation follows. Action follows. And you're going to find that you're going to find a way to get there. Whether that means changing jobs, moving to a new agency where you can do just what you want, whether it means talking to your boss so that you can let them know, this is what I really want to do. I want to start moving into this area more than the others. You're going to find a way. You're going to find a way. The advice from Spirit is the Chariot card. The Chariot card is telling you to be in control of your own destiny here. You're moving forward by a decision you are making, not by anybody else's choice or decision or forcing something on you. This is you deciding, this is what I want and need. With the Chariot card, the advice is to move forward with focus, intent, with control, as much control as you can, not trying to control the situation, but controlling your intent, controlling your energy, controlling what you want to manifest. It's like focusing your mind, focusing your energy on, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want. This is what I'm going after. And you're going to find after this period is over, and like I said, I don't know the exact time frame, but they are showing me 3 months. So whether that's for every one of you or just some of you, they are giving me a 90-day kind of window here, where you're going to start to really assess what you're doing, fine tune what you enjoy the most, what makes you happiest and what makes you feel the most successful. And you're going to go after it. You're going to commit to it, and you're going to achieve it. But it is going to require some discipline on your part. It's going to require some decision making, some focus. But you can do it. You can do it. It's time. It's time to stop spreading yourself so thin and spinning your wheels. It's time to make some choices for yourself and take your career, your work in the direction you want it to take. You want it to go. All right, group one, I hope that helps. If it does, please give the video a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, what are you doing? What do you think you love? I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, y'all. Hey, group two. So we're looking at your career today and what is shifting, what is changing either in your job, your work, your workplace. We'll find out as we get into the reading. Your initial card here is Serendipity. I'm going to leave that there while I get some additional cards for you. First card is the Tower. And then you have the Sun. Beautiful. Get some additional cards here. You have Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. And one more as an advice card for you. And your advice card is the Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right, give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and I'm going to listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Before I do, real quick, I just want to mention if you would like a personal reading, one that's just about you and your situation, you can check my website, pink22tarot.com, or click the link down in the description box. You can see what's available on my website. If there's nothing available, just drop me a message either here or you can email me and let me know. I'll add you to my wait list. That's not a problem. I'm also starting a new newsletter. It's a free newsletter that you can subscribe to. We'll have exclusive content on there. You can sign up for that on my website as well. Otherwise, I hope this reading is helpful. I hope it gives you what you need and gives you the guidance and the advice that you need going forward with your work, with your career. If it does, please give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that the reading resonates with you. So thanks for that. All right, so bear with me one sec while I listen and I'll get you some initial spirit messages. The first thing they're telling me is that you have been praying for change. You've been asking for change in some way. It's like something's got to give. Something's got to change. Something's got to get better. I don't know what it is, but it has to change. That's what they're telling me. You've been asking for this. You've been praying for this. They're saying change is now on your doorstep, but now it's scary. So you may be feeling that already, that change is there. And now you're like, oh gosh, change is, change for everybody, it can be scary. Or if it's not quite on your doorstep, it will be very, very soon. But it is the change you've been asking for. It's the change you've been looking for. It may or may not show up in the form that you were thinking or hoping for or looking for or expecting, but it is the change that you have been wanting. And they're telling me it will be good. It will be good. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just natural human nature, right? When things shift, we're like, crap. It's this feeling of being out of our comfort zone or having to do things differently and not knowing, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? That kind of thing. Or, is this good or bad? Trust that it's good. It's what you've been asking for. It's what you've been praying for. It's what you've been wanting. The universe is now giving it to you and it's going to turn out brilliantly. So your initial card here is serendipity. It's something unexpected is showing up on your doorstep. If it hasn't already, it will soon. And it's going to change everything. It will make you feel very uncomfortable. They are giving me that. It's not even a maybe. It's going to make you feel out of sorts. It's going to make you possibly a little bit nervous. It's just because it's different. But trust, serendipity is good. This is a blessing landing at your feet. It's an opportunity to do things differently, to make a difference, to change your career or your work in the way that it needs to change. And they're giving me that this is something in some way that you have wanted, you have been wanting. There's nothing to be afraid of, but it will take you out of your comfort zone. Because we're starting here with the Tower card. You've known for a while something's not right, or something's not working, or something's not going the way you wanted it to go. You know this. And maybe you've gotten to the point where you just think, when is it ever going to get better? When are things going to start moving forward? When are things going to change for the better? When? Now. The answer is it's about to happen now. Your first card here being the Tower card means things are going to change fairly drastically. Well, the degree will depend, by person, but in a good way, because you're moving to this sun energy, which is, this is what you wanted. This is everything. This is beautiful. This is happiness. This is riches. This is joy. This is loving what you do and where you do it and how you do it, and reaping the rewards while you do it. It's not just making more money or getting the promotion or getting the raise. It's doing what you love and getting paid well for it. It's being happy, maybe for the first time in a while, with your job, with your work, with your career, with your business if you're self-employed. They're saying it will take some getting used to. It's going to be different. You're going to be doing things differently. Or in some way, the atmosphere will be different, or the way you do the job will be different. Now, let me see if they can give you any. I try to get as specific and detailed as I can in these readings, but being a general reading, I can't always get super specific because it just won't apply to everybody or to even most of you. So let me see if they can give me any specifics on what this change looks like. Bear with me. They're showing me a move. Now, this move may be physical. In other words, you may be moving to a new job, a new desk, meaning a new position within your company. Or this move could be symbolic, meaning you're going to be, what you're doing, you're moving to a new area. You're moving to a new area of expertise, a new job focus. It's not something brand new. It's something you already know how to do. For those of you that are kind of shifting to a different role or a different, I'm getting for some of you, if you're self-employed, you may be shifting what your business looks like, what it offers, maybe the services you offer or the products you sell. It's not brand new. It's not a complete, total overhaul, but it's new enough and it's untested enough for you in some way that it makes you nervous. um, and I can smile and laugh because I know how beautiful this is going to turn out and how wonderful it's going to feel. But I do feel for you because I know that wrenching feeling of change when it first shows up. It can be very nerve-wracking, But don't be nervous. Don't be anxious. Don't be scared. This is wonderful news. This is what you've been praying for. So you've got here the Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity, a new beginning. Either you're moving into a new position, a new job, or you're changing your existing job or business in some significant way to where you're not going to be doing what you used to do in the same old way anymore. The old way is out. This is new. This is an opportunity to do things differently and to achieve the results that you've been wanting. Now, like I mentioned, when this starts, you might be nervous. Can I do it? Am I good enough? Is it going to work? Am I making the right decision, the wrong decision? It feels like, it feels almost like it feels to you like it's risky. It's not a risk. This is showing up to you on purpose. This is an opportunity that is being gifted to you. So try not to worry too much. You will find with this Nine of Swords reverse that your fears, your worries, your concerns are going to dissipate. First of all, you've been worried, right? You've been concerned. This is why you've been wanting change, because things haven't been going the way you want. So change is going to show up. Is it going to feel a little uncomfortable? Yeah. But all these worries you've been having about your job, your career, maybe things have just been stalled, things haven't been going the way you want, they haven't been progressing the way you want, that's going to go away. Things get a lot more exciting in a way because you're doing something a little bit new. And they get more interesting because not only are you doing something new, you're doing something you really enjoy. You're going to find that you really enjoy it. And you're going to get a response to it that you're not quite expecting, a positive response to it. All right, so then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And what they're telling me here is you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a rewarding time. This is when like all the riches, all of the gifts, all the blessings come raining down on you. It's in reverse. Yes, it's going to take a little time for everything to settle. You're going to feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it will all come together. This Ten of Pentacles is still yours. Just because it's reversed doesn't mean that the benefits aren't there. It means it's going to take a little time for you to get to your comfort zone, a little bit of time for the rewards to show up, but the change that's happening is so beneficial for you. And again, it's a change in role. It's a change in, could be your workplace, your job, or what you do within your job. So it's a big change. This isn't just a tweak. This is a pretty big what are you saying? What word are you giving me? Adjustment. It's a pretty big adjustment to what you've been doing compared to what you've been doing. So allow yourself to feel uncomfortable. It's okay. It's normal. but appreciate the fact that what you've been praying for is showing up, and that the things you have been worried about start to dissipate. You know, if you've been, for example, working at your own business and it's just not taking off, and you've been praying for change, praying for something to give, this opportunity that shows up at your door, this gift in some way that shows up, yes, you have to seize it. Yes, you have to go after it. You know, it's not all being handed to you. Just the opportunity is being handed to you. It's up to you to run with it. But it is such a gift that if you can get past your discomfort, your nervousness, you can go from the Tower to the Sun and to the beauty of the Ten of Pentacles, the gifts that rain down on the Ten of Pentacles. So the advice card here is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Don't worry about making a decision here. Something is coming your way. It will be obvious. It will be notable. You know, it's not you having to decide, do I do this? Do I do that? No. Something is going to show up. All you have to do is accept it and run with it. Accept it and go with it. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to guess. You don't have to make a choice other than, am I going to take this opportunity that's showing up? Or am I going to turn away from what I've been praying for and wait for another opportunity down the road? You know, what's meant for you will always show up, but you want this. This is what you want. Take it, grab it. This is a blessing. If it makes you nervous, well, chalk that up to life. Things happen. This is a wonderful, wonderful gift that's showing up for you. It's taking you into this sun territory, this happiness territory, the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to be really, really happy. Yes, you're going to be out of your comfort zone, but it's a good feeling sometimes when you're doing something new and you're excited about it. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, group 2. All right. Thank you so much for being here, y'all, and I appreciate you. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. So today we're going to look at your career and what is shifting, what's changing. Now, this could be within your job, within your workplace, within your career, your business. We'll find out as we get into the cards. Your initial card is peace. Peace. Leave that there while we get your other cards up. Let's see what else we're looking at here. Okay, got the Empress. And the Tower. Okay, interesting. Get some more cards down. Don't expect to see a card that says peace next to a card that is the Tower. It's going to be an interesting time ahead for you. I can hear some of you right now going, oh no. Don't worry, don't worry. The Tower is actually a wonderful, wonderful card. You should always be excited when you see it. That's what I think. All right. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. The Magician reversed. Five of Wands. And one more as an advice card for you. And your advice card is the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, Give me just a second. I just want to take these cards in and listen for some initial messages for you from Spirit. Before I do, I'd like to mention that if you would like a personal reading, something that's just about you and your situation, not a general reading such as this, you can book a personal reading on my website, pink22tarot.com. There's a link down below. You can see what's available there. Otherwise, I hope this reading is helpful. I hope it gives you what you need, the guidance, the insight, the advice you need in this time period going forward with your career. If it does resonate with you, please give it a thumbs up, drop me a comment, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do. It really helps me. It helps me know that our energies are connecting and that these videos are worthwhile to you. So thank you for that. All right, bear with me 1 second. I'm going to listen for some initial spirit messages for you. Okay. What they just said to me is that you want peace. You do want peace. You want things to be calm and easy. Before peace can come, and it will, before peace can come, there needs to be disruption. Hence the Tower card. So Spirit is acknowledging that whatever is going on in your career or your work, you really, there's something about it, you're feeling you're over it. You want things to settle down. You want things to be easier. You want things to be calmer. You want things to be more predictable, maybe more consistent in some way. They're telling me this will arrive for you. Peace is yours. It's in the making. But before it can arrive, something about your work needs to be disrupted. In some way, it needs an overhaul. That's what they're giving me. It needs an overhaul. Okay? So we're going to get more into that as we get into the card. So hopefully that much resonates with you. Again, your initial card, peace. Spirit's acknowledging you really, you feel it. You need this. You want this. It's not quite time yet, but you're getting there. You're getting there. When you experience the disruption that is coming, know that just on the other side of that is peace and stability, calmness. So look forward to the disruption because that means that this, what you want, what you feel like really down to your toes you need, is just on the other side of it. Okay. And then we start off here with the Empress card. This is where you are now. Things aren't terrible right now. You might be very, very busy. You might have a lot of things going on. You might have a lot of ideas. You might have a lot of work on your plate. But something here still doesn't feel quite right. And let me just listen to Spirit. I want to hear what they're telling me here about this Empress. They're telling me you're trying really hard to advance, to progress your career or to grow your business. You're trying everything you can. At least mentally, you're trying everything you can. You're coming up with ideas. You're coming up with options. Nothing has quite hit the mark just yet, but you are still in this very fertile, abundant energy. Even if it doesn't feel like it to you, you are. You are attracting right now this, you're manifesting this energy of abundance, of blessings, of gifts, having everything you want and need in your career. They're telling me what you know, as much as you want a promotion, you want a raise, you want to make more money, what you really, really want and need deep down is for things to just be a little bit easier. Yes, you want to make more money, but you don't want to work twice or 3 times as hard to make it. You know, yes, you want to get promoted, but you don't necessarily want to be working 60, 70, 80 hours a week, you know, with this new responsibility. Yes, you want to progress and grow and expand your career. You are in that energy of expansion, but you don't want it to be so hard, so challenging, like you're like you're clawing your way through a mountain, not up a mountain, right? It's even feels even worse than that. Like you're having to chip your way through the hard rock, the hard granite of the mountain to get to the other side, and it feels endless. It almost feels impossible some days. But you're staying in that mindset of abundance. You know why you're working this hard. You just want it to be a little bit easier. So you move into this tower energy. This is the universe showing you, stop chipping away through the mountain. Your little pickaxe, one chip away at a time, chipping through the mountain, trying to get to the other side. You're working too hard. So what they're going to do is they're going to bring the mountain down. They're going to tear the whole thing down. You don't have to chip your way through it. You can step over it. You can walk right through the middle or right over the top easily. The Tower card does bring major disruption, right? It brings major change. It's tearing down the old way of doing things. But on the other side is peace. It's the abundance you've wanted without having to wear yourself out trying. Feeling like you're doing it for nothing, right? Because it does feel like a lot of you are working really hard and not getting what you think you deserve for the work you're doing. And Spirit's telling me it's because you are working too hard at the wrong thing. You're trying to chip your way through the mountain instead of finding an easier way. So the universe is going to step in and help you. Right, so you have here the Queen of Wands reversed. Yes, you're motivated. Yes, you're dedicated. Yes, you're driven, but you're also worn the heck out. You're tired of trying so hard. You're starting to wonder if it's ever going to make sense, if it's ever going to be profitable, if you're ever going to get ahead, if it's ever going to get easier. And bit by bit, little by little, like each one of these little candles on this Queen of Wands starts to go out, right? That's kind of how you're feeling. Like, I don't know how much more I have to give. I'm trying. I'm getting nowhere. So we move into this energy of the Magician reversed. Yes, you've been trying. Yes, you've been doing your part. You may not see it right now, but the universe can see that what you're doing while you're working very hard, you're very dedicated, you're very focused. You're either not working the right way or at the right thing. They're telling me you can't control this process now. This change is coming to you, not from you. It's out of your hands now. It's out of your hands. Allow it to happen. Something is going to fall apart so that it can be rebuilt in a better way. Now, I'm hearing myself say that, and it even feels scary to me. So let me just ask them to clarify that just a little bit. Hold on one second. They're saying, once this tower comes down, once this mountain comes down, it's pure sunshine. So keep your eye on the prize here, first of all. But when they're saying it is out of your hands, they're just letting you know you don't have to figure this out. Be willing to let go of the old way of doing things. Be willing to try a different tactic. Be willing to try something different. You don't have to figure it out. You've been working really hard to figure it out. You don't have to figure it out. Just follow the lead of the universe, follow the guidance you're getting. I'm going to say this now because they're showing me that there's a strong connection between group 2 and group 3. You may want to listen to both if you feel called towards both, because there might be some subtleties, there's some similarities, but there may be some things in both readings that that you need to hear. So I'm just saying that because they're nudging me to do that. What they're saying here with this magician reversed, you don't have to make anything happen. The universe is stepping in to help you change what needs to be changed. Pay attention, kind of do what you're told to do. If something falls in your lap, grab it and go with it. If something falls apart, and it does feel like something is going to disintegrate. So it may be a part of your job, it may be a service you offer, it may be, if you have your own business, it may be that a product you offer is no longer available, and so you can't sell it anymore. It may be that in your job, maybe somebody, not you, I don't feel you are going to get fired, but maybe somebody who you work closely with leaves on their own accord or not, and it absolutely changes everything. Like maybe your boss leaves, that type of thing, and it changes everything. Something big is changing. It's nothing negative toward you, so don't get afraid. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my job. It's in your environment, it's in your atmosphere, it's in your work world. It's a major adjustment that's taking place. It feels very strongly for many of you that it's your workplace. Something is changing heavily in your workplace, or the way you do your job is different. And the example they're giving me is if you're used to doing something on a specific software, for example, you're used to doing part of your job on a specific software, the company is going to decide to overhaul that and train you on a new software. It's going to be disruptive. It's going to be learning something brand new. It's going to be change. It's going to be all of that. But ultimately, it will make you better at your job. It'll make your job easier to do. It'll make you more employable should you want to change jobs down the road. So that's just an example, but it feels very strongly like it's something in your work environment, your workplace, or how you do the work you do is changing fairly dramatically, but in a way that is going to make everything easier and more productive. Like more profit, less time, more progress, less effort. Okay? You don't have to work harder. This is the universe stepping in to help you work smarter in some way. Okay? So then you move into this 5 of Wands energy here. This is, you're going to have to learn something new. You're going to learn to do something differently. You're going to this is going to be a little bit of you finding your way a little bit. Again, learning something new, figuring something new out, doing something a different way. It has this little bit of a learning curve to it. And they're telling me it will take you to new heights. It will make you more competitive compared to others in some way, more profitable, more productive. It will take you higher. Yes, it will have a learning curve attached to it, but it's one that you will easily conquer. You'll easily overcome it. So the advice from Spirit is the 2 of Cups reversed. They want you to let go of how things are and the way things are done right now. Don't hold on too tightly to what you know so well. Even if you know what you know isn't, if what you're doing and how you're doing it is comfortable, but not profitable, not productive, not effective, don't insist on hanging on to it just because you're familiar with it, just because it brings you comfort, just because it's comfortable to you, just because you're good at it. It's not necessarily the right thing anymore. And what you want is really that sense of peace while still being abundant and productive and expansive. You just want things to be easier. In the meantime, it might have to feel a little bit less easy, right? You're going to have to give up your comfort zone a little bit, let go of something that you've been hanging on to for dear life, and be willing to do something new or do something in a new way. And once you get past that tower moment, that change, that's when peace comes in. That's when things get easier. That's when you can take a deep breath and go, finally, finally. All right, group 3. I hope that helps. I hope it gives you what you needed. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.